Hi everybody, warm welcome to all of you. I'm in my salon before my tea time visit to the Ritz. Welcome back. I'm delighted to be here again, having had some time away. And what I want to talk to you about in this video is eye makeup when you're wearing a mask. Apparently eye makeup sales have gone through the roof, whereas lipstick sales have declined quite dramatically. So we're obviously feeling the need to add some extra definition, excitement, drama, allure to our eye area, given that now we're out and about, that's the only bit that anybody sees. And of course you can make a huge difference with eye makeup, as I hope you can see in the fact that I've applied eye makeup to this eye and have at the moment not done anything to this eye. I've been away, as you know, in France and in Italy, where I went to join my family, and it was really noticeable in Italy in particular just how strict the rules are around social distancing. On a train, if you've got 4 seats, you're not allowed to sit next to anybody who's a stranger to you. You can only sit diagonally opposite to them, so the opposite seat and the seat next to you is blocked. And I was told twice in Italy, once on a train and once in the airport, that I hadn't got my mask on properly. I also had my temperature taken at the train station, and everybody was wearing masks in public places. So they're taking it very, very seriously indeed, which kind of made me feel a lot safer. I think masks are important. There is not a huge amount of scientific evidence that they make a difference to transmission, but what they are doing is they're signalling the importance of being alert, vigilant, washing your hands, and so on. They're a signifier to me. They're a signifier that this virus has not gone away and we have to take care. But how can you make your eyes look extra specially lovely when you're wearing a mask? Because after all, when you wear a mask, 3/4 of what you would normally use in order to make yourself look beautiful is covered up. So I've put all my normal makeup on. I'm wearing Beauty Balm at the moment because I've got a bit of a tan. I'm using a combination of Beauty Balm 01 and 02 mixed together, which works quite well for me. I'm also using bronzer. I'm finding that helpful to make my face look a bit glowy. And I've put on peach cream blush. And I have also added in a little bit of highlighter here and here. So let's start with the whole idea of when you're wearing a mask, attention is concentrated onto this entire area. Now I have a problem in that area in that I've got these very deep, now dark, almost purple patches in the inner corner of my eye. It's a factor of aging, but it's something that you can disguise very, very easily with concealer. So I'm going to use my concealer in order to ensure that that area is actually camouflaged, because it will make my eyes look bigger. So I'm going to push the concealer using my concealer brush 04 into that corner, and I'm going to pull it also underneath in order to minimize any effect of heavy discoloration, or haven't had a very good night's sleep, then I look a bit puffy under the eyes. By the way, our new eye cream is brilliant for reducing puffiness and also for just making that whole area look better. So I think that's about as much as I'm going to do with my concealer. Now I'm going to use the warmth of my fingers, and I'm not going to drag it, I'm going to push it in to the skin like that. So I'm kind of doing this area here. So make sure that that's well combined into the skin. And now the final stage of that, I'm going to use some translucent powder, which is this. You can see I use a lot of this, and I'm going to, with a brush, just set that like that. Now that has immediately reduced that dark effect in the corner there. So that started the process of opening my eyes up and making them look a better shape. Now the next thing I'm going to do is the framing. So the top of the frame above, you know, the interesting bit. So my mask is going to come here. So this is the bottom of the frame, if you like. And the top of the frame for my eyes is going to be my eyebrows. So usual thing, I'm going to groom my brows by brushing them up like that. And then, and of course, pay attention. Apparently the sale of tweezers has also gone up by 205% or something ridiculous. And that's because people are very aware that the need to tweezer away any stray hairs in that area, because if you don't, what happens is that the mask again is drawing attention to the fact that you've got very straggly brows. So clean that area up as much as you can using your tweezers. And remember, the trick with eyebrow stuff is to do the correct length, and I think that's about right for me. Remember, you're going for a line that meets here, here, and the end of the nose. I think that's about right. I often say when I'm making these videos, I'm using my screen as a mirror. So it's a very imprecise mirror. So I'm going to check in my real mirror in a minute. So I'm now going to use my brush again, and I'm just going to make sure that that doesn't look too heavy. And also it's balanced with the other eyebrow, importantly, because what I'm doing now is I'm obviously recreating this effect on this eye. So let me just check in my mirror. Okay, I think that's all right. So I've created that top framing for my eye area. And now, of course, I need to put something on which is going to hold my eye makeup in place until I go to bed, basically. So I want it to look nice. And obviously, I'm only going to be wearing a mask when I'm out and about. If I'm visiting the family with whom I'm in a bubble, so that's obviously my daughters, then I'm going to take my mask off, and as usual, I'm going to be wearing lipstick, and they'll see the whole of my face. But this is really so that when you are wearing a mask, your eyes look as good as possible. So that's what I've done with the eye primer. I put it over that entire area. Now, my objective with this eye makeup is really size, to make my eyes look as big as I possibly can. So I'm going to start with one of our new eyeshadows. I absolutely love this. I think it's just so pretty, and it's this this pinky one here. I can't actually see that. I can't actually read the name on the back of it. I'm sorry, caramel. It's caramel pink. So there we go. Eyesight's not what it once was. I don't want to put my glasses on because they're over there. So there we go. So this is the lovely pinky eyeshadow that we've got. And I've put it, as you can see on that eyelid, fairly extensively over my entire, I would say, top 2/3 of my lids. You can't get this wrong, this one, you know, just liberally whack it on. And again, because you've done that corner area with your concealer and your translucent powder, don't be afraid of adding an extra bit round there as well, because it will all do the trick of getting rid of that darkness in the corner there. So there we go. So that's the first bit. And if you've got a trios, one of our trios, it's the palest shade, whichever that happens to be, is the palest one. Okay, so that's our lovely caramel pink. And now I'm going to go into my socket with our other new one, which is called Pewter. Today I'm wearing, it's a pure cashmere top that I've had for some time. I quite like it because when I've got a bit of a tan, it's got a V-neck, and I've got the matching scarf that goes with it. And these colours are perfect with this. really, really pretty. So I'm going to use this brush, which is our brush number 7, and I'm going to show you a little trick, which is using one of these cotton pads and just putting it onto your eyelid like that, because what you're now going to do is you're going to create the shaping above this, like this, and it gives you a guide to follow, like that. And it covers up the eyelid, so you're not getting any stray products onto your eyelid, because you want to keep the eyelid nice and clean, because that's where you're going to get that lovely opening effect on the eyelid. There we go. And then I'm going to just put this again across here, that bit, and I'm just going to put it down around that corner like that. Okay, and now I'm going to take my clean shadow brush and I'm going to just blend that nicely like that. Okay, so I think that more or less matches the other eye, hope so. And now I'm going to go to town on my lashes, and you can see that the difference between this area here, the lash line here, and the lash line here is quite dramatic. So everything you can do to make your lashes look better and thicker is what you're aiming for in this. So this time I'm going to use chocolate. Now chocolate we sell as a warm toned colour, but I quite like it on me as well, because it's got a bit of, I don't know, when I look at it, it's got some sort of purple depth to it, which is perfect actually if you're warm toned, but I think it suits me quite well as well. And again, I think it's working really nicely with our caramel pink and pewter. It seems to work well. I have to say we have a fabulous range of eyeshadows. They're really beautiful, and we've got a special offer on at the moment. You just have to spend £45 and you get a free eyeshadow, which is a huge discount on your basket. And we have, as I said, we have a range of about 15 different eyeshadows. And they are all very subtle in terms of their colour. We don't have anything harsh or bright or, you know, frighten the horses. They're very easy to apply because you can build the colour gradually. And they work brilliantly with each other. So, you know, we've got combinations of colours that work together beautifully. So things like lilac mist goes beautifully with bluebell, goes beautifully with aubergine. Cream goes well with cocoa, goes well with chocolate. Rose gold looks beautiful actually with this caramel pink. And you can see what I'm doing now. I'm using the little wedge brush and I'm just pushing the chocolate down onto my lash line like that, and I'm going to pull it back along underneath as well, probably about 2/3 of the way like that. Okay, now again, because I can't see very well in that screen, I'm just going to check in my mirror, and that looks fine to me. Hope you agree. And because it's about dramatic and beautiful eyes above your mask, I'm going to use the eyelash curlers. Okay, so eyelash curlers, trapping the eyelashes that I've got in between the two blades and just going press, 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 press. And if you're really being fancy, you can bring it out and keep pressing until you've got to the end of your eyelashes. So there we go. And the final touch is obviously mascara. And I'm going to put 2 coats of mascara on because, again, I'm looking for something that's a bit more than average because my eyes are having to do a lot of work in terms of making me look halfway decent and not all sort of bug-eyed and you know, tiny, piggy little eyes, which I have when I get up in the morning. Oh my goodness, I look in the mirror and I think, what do I look like? But cup of tea and a couple of hours make a huge difference. And then obviously what makes an enormous difference is being able to put on eye makeup. I think I've equalised the effect. I've now got the same level of eye makeup on both sides, and I hope you agree that my eyes look a lot better, they look a lot fresher, and they look a lot more beautiful and better shape and just generally bigger. So I'm now going to put my mask on because I'm going to pop out to the shops. I'm obviously wearing a mask whenever I'm walking through the shopping mall. I'm also wearing the mask whenever I'm in the shop, and I'm being very, very careful, as I'm sure all of you are, to protect myself and to protect other people, more importantly. So I'm going to lose the effect now of my lovely fuchsia lipstick. I'm also going to lose the effect of my blusher, which is peach cream, but I am going to have the effect of my lovely eye makeup still. So I'm going to look as though I'm well, a little bit more soigné, shall we use the French word? So on my mask goes. I'm also going to be wearing my earrings. Now these are Tulali earrings, and I love them because they're iridescent, so they're quite noticeable. So there we go. So I hope you approve of that look. I hope you think that my eyes do look better as a result of all the eye makeup I've applied, and that I've made a real difference, and I certainly feel better. And of course, as soon as I arrive wherever I'm going, I can take my mask off, and therefore the rest of my makeup will show. So thank you for watching that. Hope you enjoyed that. Tea time at the Ritz. Do have a look at our eye makeup offer, which will be on the video, below the video, and also on the email that you will have received. And maybe buy one of our, or choose for free, one of our gorgeous eyeshadows, because they really are very special. Okay, see you soon for another Tea Time at the Ritz. So bye-bye.